Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com. This video is designed to get you to think about who you're creating your content for, the humans or the algorithms, because there's two very kind of loud camps in the world of content marketing, in the world of social media marketing, and they're on extremes of this kind of one plane of content creation, of content marketing, if you will. So on one side, you have the algorithm people who just think that everything that you do needs to be designed 100% to trigger the algorithms, because that's how you get reach, that's how you get exposure. On the other side of the equation, you have people like Seth Godin who think that 100% of your effort should always be going into creating great content for your audience. Go find an audience of 10 people and then create amazing content for them, and eventually they'll share that for you, but you put 100% of your energy into creating content for these individuals. So those are really the two extremes. Now, I want to talk about the algorithm side for a minute to give you a bigger picture, because I know some of you at least have been going through courses that are teaching you ultimately to do the keyword research and then to go hire what I call content mills, which is possibly a writer off of Upwork, or you hire through one of these kind of content interfaces like iWriter or something like that, and just go get 500-word articles and then do really intense on-page optimization, do a bunch of off-page optimization with PBNs and all that shady gray hat stuff, and then boom, you'll start ranking your website. Now, in theory, there's a possible theory where that could actually potentially work in a short-term sense, but here's the core problem. Why are you actually doing all of that activity? It's so you can get the attention and the exposure to an audience, to real human beings. And when they click through on your kind of search engine result or your social media posts that showed up, and they read it and they look at it and they go through the content and it's rubbish because it was just, very inexpensive 2-cent per word article, the cheapest thing you could find on a specific keyword, they're going to look at that content. They're like, this is like, I don't trust this person. I'm not going to take their recommendation or their action. They're going to click the back button. They're going to go back to their search engine results page and they're going to look for a real human, someone who took time to craft something that's actually valuable that helps them solve their problem. Because that's usually why people are searching on the search engines, is they're seeking out to solve a problem or answer a question or potentially to get on the path of achieving their goal. So your content actually needs to have a little bit at least of that other side of the equation. Now let's talk about that other side of the equation, the kind of just create great art for whoever it is that's eventually going to find your art. The big challenge here is that if you go too far on the side of what you're creating and you completely ignore how the internet is built, the algorithms that the internet runs on, the search engine algorithms, how keywords work, how the basics of search engine optimization and on-page optimization work, then you're never going to be able to get the exposure to the groups of people who are actually searching for you. Because right now we could go look on a keyword research tool and we could find out the exact monthly volume of people who are looking for you. They want to find you. And if you really are that kind of a person who's creating epically good content, like the best in the world content, and you're pouring your heart and soul into that content, I want you to get the reach you deserve, and actually the search engines want you to get that reach too. But you have to take a little bit of action towards that other algorithm side. You got to learn the basics of keyword research and you got to learn the basics of SEO. Now, I have a video series that it's actually a playlist here on YouTube. It's 100% free. I've got keyword research videos and a Learn SEO video. They're entire courses. They're the equivalent of what you would pay hundreds of dollars for from other fake gurus. So I'll have that link pop up above my head if you want to learn those nuts and bolts. And what I'm going to do at this point in the video is give you what I consider to be the ultimate formula for success with your content marketing. And it's right in that middle path. Just like so many aspects of life, finding and walking that middle path is ultimately the best route for us, right? So how do you balance both of those is the big question. And I think that the ultimate answer is you really truly want to be the person that your audience is searching for. Let me say that again. You want to be the person that your audience is searching for. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example here because I'm me. I've been doing this, right? So when I set out to create content here on YouTube for you, I looked at all the other people in the internet marketing space. I had been making money online for over 13 years, and it was a very long and challenging path for me to figure out the right way to create true lifestyle income. I'm talking like long-term income, paid off the debts type income, buy houses income, right? Like all those adulting things that eventually we need to get to, fill up 401ks, right? Like that's the type of income I was after when I started growing my internet business, and I could not find an individual who was willing to show me the path without saying, what's in it for me? How much are you going to pay me, right? I always had to pay, and half or more than half, actually way more than half of the time when I bought their products, they were rubbish. They weren't even as good as what I already knew, or the conversations that were going on in some really great forums that used to be around 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. And I just thought it was kind of a big cesspool of rubbish. So what I did when I decided to start creating content was I had this thought of, okay, there was like 18, 19, 20-year-old Miles who was just begging for someone to teach him the game, and no one was willing to show him how. I'm going to go be that person for you. And that was my commitment. That's what I decided was, you know what? I'm going to lay it all out on the table, because for some reason in my 13 years of making money online, I haven't found one person who was willing to tell me the truth about what's actually working now. F it. I'm going to be that person. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You need to become the person that your audience is actually searching for. Then, so that's a quality of content thing, right? Let's finish that sentence, that thought, before I go to the next one. So that's a quality of content. That means that I'm going to take my time to show you exactly step by step how to do SEO, like I showed you in that link above, right? I'm going to show you exactly how I do keyword research and how I've been doing keyword research for hundreds of clients, not to mention my wife and my business, for 15 plus years. That's why I teach you everything for free here on YouTube. Every tactic I know and use, I'm putting out there for free, because that to me is ultimately what I think that internet marketers are searching for. So I'm creating the content they're searching for. But I didn't stop there. Then I took the time to apply what I consider I would call it like the minimum viable SEO, or the minimum viable algorithm work, to make sure that the content I'm creating, because I'm putting my time into this, right? Like I got plenty of other things I could do with my time, but I took the time to do a little keyword research to make sure that the title, the description, and the actual topic of the video is focused on something that I know for a fact you're searching. Now, not every video is a hyper keyword focused video. This is a really good example. No one's actually searching for humans versus algorithms, right? That's kind of a bit that I'm trying to just communicate a core idea that you need to understand. So sometimes my content skews on the side of human focused. This is one of those, right? I want you to understand the big picture of something behind your content marketing strategy that's going to give you a lot of value if you apply this long-term to your business. Other times, like my Learn SEO video, if you just search on YouTube, if you open a new tab right now and you search on YouTube for Learn SEO, you're going to see my video sitting in one of the top spots. Now, that's because I took the time to apply what I taught in that video. I did my keyword research. I created the best content I could. I laid out the description, the title, the tags, all of the bits and pieces that I have control over. I call that on-page SEO. I did the work there as well. So ultimately, I did this hour-plus long class that has an hour of question and answer with it. That was a big-time live broadcast I did for the class itself. And then I took time to optimize the titles, the description, and everything. And that's the middle ground I'm talking about. So not only did I become the type of person that my audience is looking for, that willingness to give the absolute best content. I'm not outsourcing this. I'm not trying to find a cheap writer in the Philippines to write my Learn SEO post to hope it eventually ranks, because that's never going to work long term. And if it did, the humans that read that would read it and be like, dude, this guy Miles can't write English, right? Like the grammar here is wrong, which is what happens when you use rubbish content mill based content. So this is the big plan. This is the big kind of merger of the ideas. Is it's actually not the algorithms versus the humans. We live in the world where the algorithms are running the show. Those apps that you use most on your phone, which is probably 5 apps tops, they all run on algorithms. Algorithms are running everything behind the scenes in our lives, since we all live very digital lives. So you can't ignore that, but you also can't go all in on that, because on the other side of the equation, there real human beings you're looking to work with. If you are a fitness consultant and you want to put together a fitness course, or you're trying to attract new kind of clients for your one-on-one fitness coaching, those are real people. They have real problems, real challenges, real needs. And if they're already committed to trying to lose weight, to figure out the game of losing weight, they're searching on YouTube and they're searching on Google for specific questions. How do I lose weight? How can I lose 10 pounds by New Year's? How can I blank? How does the keto diet work? Can I lose 10 pounds on the keto diet? Is the keto diet safe? They're looking for all these interesting terms. Some will be relevant to you and your style of teaching and coaching, etc. Others won't. So you do the research to find out what they're searching for. And then you got to take the time to create that epic level of content that's really, really designed to be some of the best in the world. So if I was looking to start losing weight, right? If I had this thing like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds before February because I got a trip to Costa Rica and I'm going to be like ripped by then. Cool. I got 3 months. Let's do this. So if that's my mindset and I commit, it means I'm a pretty good prospect for someone who does this kind of work. They got a membership program around how to lose weight. What's my user behavior going to be? First, I'm going to go to YouTube because I think this is a visual thing. I want somebody to show me the actual workouts, and I just think that's like a video-based thing. So that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to start searching. I'm going to put in the best ideas of phrases I can think of. As a user, I don't do keyword research before I search. I just start searching, right? And Google will kind of track all of those keyword phrases, and that's what you get to access through the keyword tools. So I just start searching. What am I searching for? Well, first of all, I'm searching for a video, one video that answers that one question. But at the same time, I'm looking for a personality. I'm looking for an individual who I can trust, an individual who seems like they're actually bringing the A game. If this person pitches me in the first 60 seconds, if they pitch me in the first video and their video kind of sounded like I was going to get what I wanted, but ultimately they're just trying to pitch their thing that's for sale, or they're just trying to pitch that rubbish clickbank product that has a decent conversion rate, I'm out. I'm going to hit the back button. I'm going to go back to YouTube and I'm going to look for that next person until I find someone who's honest, who's authentic, and who I just feel some level of resonance with. And what's really cool, like, so we may have a level of resonance. You're still watching this video. There's a lot of people who don't like me. They watch my videos and are like, who's this chump, right? And they're out and they would prefer to watch Lambo Boy sitting on a Lambo flashing his liabilities, I'll call them, versus watching someone who doesn't flash liabilities and collects assets on the side. It's a different mindset, and that's cool, right? I'm cool with putting out my content for my people, and I trust that other people will be for other individuals. So when I'm searching on YouTube for this weight loss person who's going to guide me down the path, they may have a product eventually, but right now I just want them to help me get on the path for free, because I've grown an expectation through the internet to be able to find free, helpful content. And I think you've grown that expectation too. So you need to apply that when you're creating your content for your people. And you need to realize that that's kind of the state of the world we live in. People expect content is free. I should be able to search it on Google on my phone. I should be able to search it on YouTube. I should be able to find somebody who's actually going to help me solve the problem that I want. Now, here's the part. When I watch your first video, I find that person who I'm like, damn, I like this person. I like their vibe. I like their music. I like their workouts. They're smiling. They seem to be like authentic and real. It's not overproduced. I'm going to follow a few of their videos. So I start showing up. I subscribe to their channel. I go through 3 or 4 of their videos. I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited. At that point, I'm ready to look into their funnel. At that point, I'm looking at what's their opt-in, what can I get for free, what's their free offer. At that point, I'm open to the idea of maybe getting some one-on-one coaching, or maybe buying their membership program that's going to help me get a super specific goal, or bring me in a group of people that they're helping to go to a specific place. That's how you grow the business. So there's a lot of that was on the human side, but if that individual who created that video that I was using in this hypothetical did not take the time to do the keyword research, if they did not take the time to actually do the on-page SEO of their blog posts and their videos, I would never have encountered them through the search engines. And that's why you have to do both. So every time I write a title, I take a quick moment and I think about both sides of that equation. What's the algorithm going to think about that? How'd that do? Is that an SEO friendly title? And then I'm like, okay, what's a human going to think when that human reads that? So I think about both. The description is the exact same thing. Did I get that keyword back in the description again? Cool, I did. Well, when I read that, is that compelling for a human who's trying to solve a problem or who's searching for an answer to their question? Cool, it is. Great. And I move on to the next. And really, SEO is a few simple things. It's really, really simple things. I covered it all in that video. I highly recommend that. But this was the big idea, is that you can't be all in on one and expect to make it long-term in today's world. You got to do a little bit of both. You got to play in both worlds, just like we got that right and left sides to our brain, just like there's light and there's dark, there's contrast to everything in this world. It's the same with your content marketing. There's the algorithm side. You got to pay attention to that. You got to play that game a little bit. And then there's the human side, and you got to pay attention to that, and you got to play that game. Personally, I err on the side of creating better content for the humans, because ultimately you have the potential to share this video. And I would love it if you grabbed the URL above and you shared this video with a content marketing group on Facebook, or if you tweeted about it on your Twitter account, or if you gave me a shout out somewhere. I can't control that, but I can control how much high quality content am I actually publishing. And if my content's good enough, and if you watch it and I don't pitch you something at the end, which I'm not going to do, right, you may actually feel comfortable sharing it, and then you become my marketing help in addition to the algorithms. The algorithms connected you and I for this moment, and my willingness to give to you and be the most helpful internet marketer in the world, which is my ultimate goal here, that got you willing to grab the URL, share it out to a Facebook group, throw it out on LinkedIn, or whatever it is you do. And if you don't, that's cool too. I like a thumbs up, a subscribe, a hey, a shout out in the comments that you liked it. Whatever. You do you. I'm going to keep doing me. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, get at me in the comments. But ultimately, I'm going to catch you on the next video. I do 3 videos a week, so subscribe. I'll get you with the next video in a couple of days. Thank you very much for your time. Go help out as best you can in your world. Give great content for the humans and optimize it for the algorithms. You'll be amazed at what you create. Thanks again for your time. See you soon.